Hi Earthlings. Okie dokie, here in the box. Now, this video is about the virtues because the year of 2025, one of our most important practices for the mind, the meditation, the body, the reality of 2025, the year of the wood snake, is going to be about virtues. I didn't know this, and I'm learning now. Now I thought there were 7, but there's more. We have chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, humility, prudence, justice, fortitude, faith, and hope. Now, should I read that first? Yeah. So, this is a quote from the Archbishop of Constantinople, the Cappadocian Father Saint Gregory of Nandian-Luris. There's the area in Cappadocia. So he says, "It is not at all an easy task to discover one virtue that surpasses all others and give it the scepter and the palm leaf, just as it is not easy in a meadow fragrant with many flowers to find the most fragrant and beautiful." Now, let us, so in saying what I've been sort of contemplating here is that try every virtue, and one of them will sort of become your forte. So, but try them all, give them all a try, and see what is your strongest virtue. Because fragrant was a part of the quote, and the earth field, Virgo, is a very important part of next year. So a fragrant part of our eclipse season, which will be going for a few years, is going to be our virtue. Okay, a fragrant part of our Virgo, the eclipses, oh goodness, the fated eclipse season house is in our virtues. All right, so here we go. Chastity. Chastity is purity of the mind, the body, and the soul for the spiritual love of Holy Spirit to reflect its power, the nature of our Creator. So chastity, the purification that we do, body, mind, and soul, for the spiritual love of Holy Spirit to reflect its power, the nature of our Creator. Temperance, moderation in accordance to reasons and desires. A cardinal virtue of voluntary restraint. So temperance is a practice of voluntarily restraining yourself. Charity, compassion towards others. Peace, giving others peace, giving others joy, giving others mercy. It is a fundamental virtue. Diligence is the responsibility and accountability, continuing carefully and persistently in efforts and works. Diligence. So, one of the greatest powers is when everything is going literally wrong, as far as you're concerned in your life, is to take full responsibility and say, in me was an energy that caused or created this effect on me. When we take ownership in that kind of way, we've given ourselves back the power, and we have the power to modify, change, do these different things in our auric field to not live in that energy any further. Okay? Even if that means go, get away. Now, diligence, responsibility, and accountability, continuing carefully and persistently in efforts and works. And the virtue of patience, the essence of endurance in the face of adversity and uncertainty, with a peaceful mindset, pursuing peace. It is a cardinal virtue. Peace is for you, okay? It's a peace of mind. We come to terms with things in our mind. So the diligence, the responsibility, and the accountability as well is like when these, you're at work, you've done a good job, you've knocked it out and that, and then someone comes out and they're like, look at this mess here, what happened? And you don't know what happened. You were over there working and you came there and there it is. But instead of saying it's got nothing to do with me, I don't know what happened, just take the responsibility and the accountability by saying, hey, it's my job, my mess, I'll clean it up, don't worry about it, I'll sort that out for you. And break that kind of energy that's trying to negatively point things towards you. Just deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Now, and that keeps your mind at peace. Don't worry, you're like, oh my gosh, they set me up, whatever like this. Okay, maybe they did. But if you've taken the accountability and the responsibility for it, their setup, it turns into nothingness, all right? So have peace of mind with that. Kindness, the essence of compassion, empathy, pleasant disposition, concern and consideration of others, also a cardinal value. Humility, commitment to fostering inclusivity, holding a high regard for all who helped you get here. In a sense, so we're like, say I'm a professional sports player, or maybe I'm just a gifted sports player, let's just put it there, and I say, hey, I did some hard training. Yes, that's true, but I was pushed by my coach to try harder, and I was motivated by my teammates who encouraged me, and I used this meditation skill to play it forward in my mind of how I was going to achieve, and the success comes from many different quarters through me. Okay? Now, prudence, the greatest good. Discipline yourself with foresight, insight, wisdom, and knowledge, the cause, the measure, and form of all virtues is prudence. So that was real interesting. Justice, distinguishing when acts are courageous or reckless or cowardly. Practical wisdom, rational choice, to consider the circumstances of time, place, and manner. Fortitude, courage, bravery, valor, the choice and willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, intimidation, and the threat of death. To act rightly in the face of shame, scandal, discouragement, popular opposition, and personal loss. Fortitude is a virtue. Faith, the assurance of provision with conviction, even though not yet seen, with the expectation of obtaining it. And directly that reminds me of the parable, or I don't think it was a parable actually, but when Jesus was talking to the disciples one day, he was like, check out the sparrows. Do they worry? No, they feel that in faith, they live in faith, knowing that every abundant provision will be provided for them. And hope, the future good by means of divine assistance, on whose help we lean on. So hope is not just a vain little I hope you're well. It is a future good by means of divine assistance on whose help we lean on. So, say someone is ill, and we're like, "Oh, I hope you get better." To really mean that, you offer yourself in prayer, and you make a supplication to your higher power, asking for assistance in their well-being, help, that they receive the nourishment they need, the medicine they need, whatever is forthcoming for them. Ask the universe to provide for them. That is the active yang principle of hope. Okay, so that gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 virtues. So we've got 12. That's cool. It's 12 months in the year. But these virtues, I've got a funny feeling, are not. They begin with the year of the snake because Bai Suzy Yin, she meditated on her virtues for 1,000 years. But I've got another funny feeling that it's literally to do with our earth field in this eclipse cycle, the Virgo Pisces eclipse cycle, and something about our virtues is going to be the essence that we emit. So, I mean, obviously we've already got a couple of virtues, haven't we? I know mine, and I'm sure you know yours, but we're going to expand on these virtues, not sticking just to the same one that we're already, good at. We're going to magnify our collective virtues by adding in a few more with the proper intentions, a little bit more masterfully. That's the word seems to be popping up with a lot lately. So that is virtues. Now, I'm sending you my love and my hope that the universe opens up for you in beautiful ways over this new eclipse season. It is the earth, and it is our essence, and it is about our spirit. Our spirit does live forever. It's everlasting. So the body, yes, it perishes, but it becomes a part of the earth. So it changes form. It becomes maybe the minerals that feed trees, or it could crystallize and become gems. There's all sorts of different things that can happen. And our soul, of course, goes back to the blue sky of day, depending on your time period of incarnating. You either have another reincarnation, different body, new spirit. Every time you do reincarnate, you have a new spirit. And then if it's your last, you're absorbed back into the sun. You are no more a soul. You're a living star. Your conscience is able to take the path, the serpent path, to the new celestial realm that I don't know a lot about. It's a cymatic frequency that we actually vibrate on, and it's not about our fragrance. So back to our spirit. Our spirit is everlasting. That is our fragrance, our essence, our perfume, I forget the other words now. But while we are working on our virtues, that is also the cultivation of our spirit in a really cool sense. So let us do this. And because where we go in the afterlife is an incredible place, and it is a place of power. And there's a lot of stuff going on there. There is a lot going on. I'm so excited about it. But another one more point is my soul. So for all the lifetimes I've lived, my ancestors, it's not my grandma, my ancestors is each soul, each spirit from a past life that I lived in, embodied, my soul embodied in a past life. So those are my ancestors. They are drawn to my soul. They surround me because they are naturally drawn. And of course they are a massive source of, I was going to say knowledge, but let's just say insight. Okie dokes. So yes, sending everybody a lot of love, and especially in the Middle East, that beautiful ancient land that is just literally getting destroyed, and there's no need for it. It's because of the destroyers, you know, those angels that landed on Mount Hermon, the bad guys, okay, the destroyers. They didn't come here to love humans. They don't love us. Please be wise. Okay. Ka kite, much love.